morning, Philippines. This is Mary Rizari and I will be your studio news anchor for today. With the hottest and fresh news of an hour, our news, your learnings. Welcome to the #1 broadcasting station nationwide, Group C News Channel. Did you know that modern utilitarianism was founded in the 18th century by a British philosopher, Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill? All guys agree that the action should be measured in terms of the happiness or pleasure that they produce. Do you know that it came from a Latin word utilis that means useful? Its good consequences is equal to good actions in this view. Is the right action or the one that produces the overall happiness? In other words, you are sacrificing your own happiness in order to make others happy. We should pursue pleasure and happiness not just for ourselves, but also for many sentient beings as possible. Always remember the rule utilitarian, that the version of theory says we ought to live by the rules that in general we are likely to lead to the greatest good for the greatest number. We'll be having a short segment for further explanation.
Join the Group C and let's analyze, learn, and study the topic of utilitarianism. Utilitarianism is a family of normative ethical theories that prescribes actions that maximize happiness and well-being for all affected individuals. Although different varieties of utilitarianism admits the different characterization, the basic idea behind all of them is to some sense maximize utility, which is often defined in terms of well-being or related concepts. Utilitarianism is a species of consequentialism. The general doctrine of ethics is actions should be based on consequences. Is utilitarianism moral or immoral? Utilitarianism is a moral theory that advocates actions that promotes overall happiness or pleasure and rejects actions which causes unhappiness or problems. In utilitarian philosophy, when directed to making social, economic, or political decisions, always and will always aim for the betterment of the society. This is for me, Kuya Kim, and that's all.
Showbiz News. A woman named Althea May Fresas is now viral on TikTok because she is good in teaching different subjects such as mathematics, English, Filipino, contemporary world, and ethics. Consequentialism is a theory that suggests an action is good or bad depending on its outcome. An action that brings more benefit is good, while an action that creates more harm than benefit is not. There are 10 forms of consequentialism: the utilitarianism, rule consequentialism, state consequentialism, ethical egoism, ethical altruism, two-level consequentialism, motive consequentialism, negative consequentialism, acts and omissions, and actualism and possibilism. Utilitarianism is a theory of morality which advocates actions that foster happiness or pleasure and opposes actions that causes unhappiness or harm. Rule consequentialism holds that the rightness of an act depends not on the goodness of its consequences, but on whether or not it is in accordance with a certain code of rules which has been selected for its good consequences. State consequentialism is also known as Moist consequentialism. Is a consequentialist ethical theory which evaluates that the moral worth of an action based on how it contributes to the basic good of a state through social order, material wealth, and population growth. Ethical egoism is a normative ethical position that moral agents ought to act in their own self-interest. Ethical altruism is an ethical doctrine that holds that the moral value of an individual's actions depend solely on the impact on other individuals, regardless of the consequences of the individual itself. Two-level utilitarianism is an utilitarian theory that explains a person's moral decisions should be based on a set of moral rules, except in a certain rare situations where it is more appropriate to engage in a critical level moral reasoning. Motive consequentialism which looks at whether the state of affairs that results from the motive to choose an action is better or at least as good as. Each of the alternative state of affairs that would have resulted from alternative actions. Negative consequentialism holds that the moral right and wrong depend only on the value of an outcome. Acts and omissions doctrine, the doctrine that it makes an ethical difference whether an agent actively intervenes to bring about a result or omits to act in circumstances in which it is foreseen that as a result of the omission, the same result occurs. Actualism and possibilism disagree on how later possible actions impact the normative status of the current action of the same agent. This is May Fersas reporting. Back to you, Ms. Sumila.
Hindoni calculus was invented by Jeremy Bentham, the founding father of ethical system of utilitarianism. Utilitarianism was an ethical system which was invented by Bentham in order to ground ethical practices and beliefs in ideas in this world, rather than saying what's right is or what God wants you to do. So Bentham was writing at a time when more and more people start questioning religious belief, and he felt he needed to base an ethical system on happiness. So what he said is, if you look at the most people, what people want in life is to be happy and to avoid misery and suffering. According to Bentham's point, all human behavior is driving towards seeking pleasure and avoidance of pain. You just put your actions to choice of action through what he called hedonic calculus. So the reason why it's called hedonic calculus is because hedonism is a pursuit of pleasure. So pleasure, hedonism, hedonic, pleasure. Calculus, calculator. Hedonic calculus is used to evaluate how much pleasure or pain would be caused by an action.
Jeremy Bentham saw human behaviors as hedonistic. He explained that human beings are naturally motivated by pleasure and pain. All rational beings like to pursue what we find pleasurable and avoid that which causes pain. So the rightness and wrongness of action are down to how much the pain and pleasure the action causes and how many people are affected by it. But how are pain and pleasure calculated to reach the right decision? Jeremy Bentham had an idea with that. He devised the hedonic calculus where he would weigh up the pleasure and pain of a situation by focusing on these 7 things: its intensity, duration, certainty, propinquity, fecundity, purity, and its extent. So by using the hedonic calculus, you will look at the pain and pleasure and determine how strong it is, how long it is, how likely it could be, when it could arrive, if it will cause further pleasure, how free that action is from the pain, and how many people are affected. So by looking at all of this, you can calculate the right action to choose. That's all for my report. Thank you. The greatest good for the greatest numbers will be reported by Mary.
Thank you, Gilbert. As the basketball tournament was already done, I asked random people regarding their knowledge in the utilitarian maxim, the greatest good for the greatest number of people. And I have found out that, based on Halil, Camille, and Raman 2014, from the Western ethical philosophy unveiled that any reason will be the reason for greatest good for the greatest number of people. The decision is acceptable even though there is a possibility that small number of people will be affected. Moreover, Order to Ghani and Adam 2011, John Stuart Mill simplified the utilitarian maxim from his book Utilitarianism. He described utility as happiness, pleasure, and good. He also highlighted the possible outcome of the action that may produce greatest happiness or greatest good for the greatest number of people. Philosophically, the greatest idea or action may save people's life. That means ethical. However, harmful or unethical idea can provide welfare to people. Danica and Jayan will tell us more about Jeremy Bentham's utilitarianism and John Stuart Mill's utilitarianism.
Thank you, Mary. Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill's views of utilitarianism. Mill distinguished between higher pleasures, which are attained by educated people, and lower pleasures, which are bodily pleasures that both animals and humans could experience. For Mill, because of their intrinsic or essential superiority, higher pleasures are more desirable than lower pleasures. The philosophy of Bentham extended the concept of utility specifically to human actions and circumstances. This means that it allowed certain objectable actions to happen. To prevent this, Mill established the rule of utilitarianism. Mill has sometimes been interpreted as rule utilitarian, while Bentham is an act utilitarian. Both Bentham and Mill believe that pain and pleasure can completely motivate human actions. We'll be having Jay Angalas for further explanation. This is Danica Makasampon reporting.
The main differences between Bentham's and Mill's theory are: according to Bentham's utilitarianism, there is difference between human desires and general happiness. Yet, will reduces the distance between the individual interest and general happiness. Bentham's only acknowledge external assumptions. The both thought that the moral value of an act is determined by the pleasure it produces. Bentham considered just the quantity of the pleasure, but will consider the both of quantity and quality of pleasure. Will acknowledge these two sides that criticism. He considered both quantity and quality of the pleasure.
With our hottest and fresh news of an hour.
Our news, your learnings.